Oh, it's been great, and I think those guys last year, while it was a difficult experience, I think we learned a lot and we improved throughout the course of the year. So that's important, I think, from the perspective of gaining experience and being better, this season. What we saw was at the conclusion of the year, our guys worked extremely hard, probably harder than any group I've ever had before in the spring, throughout the summer, and so we've come back and we're bigger, we're faster, we're stronger in kind of every measurable way. So that's really great to see in terms of their work ethic and that has produced some results. Those results don't necessarily translate into wins, but it gives us a chance to start at a higher level than we did a year ago. I would say we've been able with that added experience to move more quickly. Guys can comprehend and apply information that we give them much more quickly because they've been through it at least once before. We're probably at this point a month and a half ahead of where we were last year, and I would attribute that directly to them gaining experience last year, even though it wasn't always fun while we were going through our struggles. I think those two guys clearly are our best returning players, our most successful last season. Vlad, once he became eligible, really I thought took off and had an outstanding year. I think Lump struggled early on, but with Vlad's addition, he improved as the season went on and finished really strong. I think they were both excited and worked hard. They've come back stronger, physically better than they were a year ago, and I think they're looking for good things and certainly should be kind of the center point of our team. Well, it's two new good players. Both of them are kind of fitting in. They're new to the outside world. They're not new to us because they've been with us for quite a while. But they're making the adjustment, I think, rather seamlessly. They're just one of the guys, and they've worked hard, and I think they're very eager. Troy right from the very first game, and I think Charles misses maybe our first 9 games, but they're eager to get out there and get into action. They're two very different personalities, two very different players, but are guys that should provide us with, as I said, 2 more good players and allow us hopefully to have better depth than we had a year ago. Well, I think there's a number of guys, and the thing that makes my life difficult, but is a good problem to have, I guess, as a coach, is that we are probably deeper than any team that I've had since being at American University. That means I'm going to have to make some decisions in terms of playing time, but what it has done is created a great deal of competition in practice. And I think in looking at our team, with that competition, there's no spot where there's greater competition than the point guard spot. And I think between Steve Luptak, Danny Munoz, and Blake Jolivet, 1 or 2 of those guys really has to step up in order for us to be successful to the level that we hope to this season. Just a dogfight as usual. I thought last year Lehigh clearly was the best team. They were the most experienced. They had the best player, they were the cream of the crop. This year I think there's any number of teams, as many as maybe 6, maybe even 7 teams that could challenge for the top spot, and so it's going to, as always, be a dogfight. But I think from a balance standpoint, it's maybe certainly on paper going into the season, more so than ever before.